Hello, back again for the Alphabetical World Cup series there. This time we're looking at letter P. We have 16 countries here, so they just managed to sneak into one group. And I'm using the footballsimulator.co.uk website for this series there, where we have one winner from every letter of the alphabet. And there is 25 in total because there's no ones that start with X. So the winners of the 25 will go into a final five groups of 5 second round tournament, and we'll have 5 winners of them will go into a third round, and the top 2 from those 5 countries will compete in the final there. So this is the first round and up to a letter P. So let's go for the countries. Only one country from every single letter will make the second round. So we've got Padania, 219th in the world, Pakistan, 216th, Palau, 290th, so you don't really fancy these sides to do anything. They're just happy to be counted in a final group there, as some letters have more than 16 countries, so they have to have a group phase and then a final if they qualify. We have Palestine, 142nd, Panama, they could definitely challenge, 69th in the world. Got Panjab, 231st, Papua New Guinea, 180th, Paraguay, they are the favourites here, 40th ranked in the world, South America. Actually, we've got Peru as well too, 28th. So Peru, Paraguay and Panama you would fancy. Got Jersey, 252nd, Philippines, 165th. On that, we actually got a couple more favourite sides. So scratch that. Poland in 17th and Portugal in 8th. So, a few high fancy oppositions here to claim the P title. We have Provence, 230th, and Puertorico in the 188th there. So, we're looking at Portugal, 8th in the world. They are the favourites actually. Poland 17th, Peru in 28th. Paraguay still got fancy them to potentially pull off an upset in 40th, and the other one being Panama. So one of those 5 sides should go on and win the P group there. But let's go and find out. So they will play each other once in a neutral stadium there in a group tournament format. So then we can see what place they rank on the table and see who qualifies for the letter P. So without further ado, let's get to this tournament then. So let's scroll down, kick off, and wait for things to load and get rid of the sets, and then we can zoom in on some of these results. Let's just go zooming past them somewhat there because there's so many matches being played. So look out for your favourite teams, the most interesting ones. So yeah, Paraguay's winning 3-0 against Papua New Guinea. There's an 8-0 scoreline for Peru. Oh, Poland and Portugal, 6-goal filler, 3-3 draw there. Oh, 13-2. Geez, that's a high scoring game between 2 countries or provinces I've never heard of before. Pawnee and Parishes of Jersey. 15-0, biggest scoreline win so far. Oh, 16-0 Paraguay against Palau. Another 16-0 Portugal getting involved. Oh, 17-0 now Poland. Oh, 19-0 with Panama. Jeez. Okay. There's even bigger scoreline. 24-0 Portugal against Pohnpei. So, big competition to really smash the lower rated clubs there. Could help boost things if it comes down to goal difference. But yeah, looking at the others games, pretty close. But yeah, when does it end? Keeps on going. Poland 22-0. Or 28-0 for Portugal against Palau there. So yeah, lots of big high scoring games. But Panama against Peru, that could be a big match potentially. 3-2. Has Portugal been losing any games? Have you been keeping track? Because then you might be able to know by this point there who has won this group. And in fact, it is Portugal that ends up winning. So they'll go on to the next round. They go undefeated there, 13 wins, 2 draws, no defeats, and 41 points, scoring 137 goals. But well, look at that, it does actually come down to goal difference there, because Poland in second place also had 13 wins, 2 draws, no defeats, 96 goals, also with 41 points. But yeah, the goal difference being like 87, quite significant actually. Yeah, about like 50, plus 50 more for Portugal there. So Poland desperately needed to really get the victory against Portugal to be able to overtake them. And yeah, we just scroll down for the other minor places there. So Peru end up finishing in 3rd place, just the 1 defeat for them. So very impressive work for the top 3 sides. 11 wins, 3 draws, 1 defeat, 36 points. Paraguay claim 4th spot with 30 points. Panama in 5th with 29. Papua New Guinea in 6th, also with 29. And then let's scroll down a little bit here. So we've got Palestine in 7th place. They get 24 points. Provence in 8th with 22. Philippines in 9th with 22 as well. Pakistan in 10th place. They claim 17 points. Puertorico in 11th with 16. Got some of these other teams you've probably never heard of before. Panjab in 15 points. Padania 13th place with 13 points. And these bottom 3 sides are pretty awful. Parishes of Jersey, just the 2 wins and 6 points. And Pohnpei in 15th. Didn't win a single game, just the 1 draw, and that would be against the bottom side, Palau. So just the 1 point, only scored 7 goals, and Palau, 1 draw as well too, just scored 5 goals, conceded 165. Oh, so pretty poor showing for them. But as I say, some of these sides are just happy to take part, especially if you can play some of the top countries in the world, such as Portugal, with good old Cristiano Ronaldo, arguably one of the best players in the world, at least currently anyway. So that concludes this video there. Are you happy to see Portugal make it into the second round? A Polish supporter that's agonising in such a close defeat? Or were you rooting for some of these other underdog teams? Feel free to let me know all that down in the comment section below. And early predictions for the other leaders coming up. We've got Q, R, S, T, so on and so forth. But with Q, there's only 2 countries, so that one should be pretty easy one to predict. But until next time, make sure you hit the like button. If you're new to the channel, feel free to subscribe. Cheers.